Hello and welcome to Clevy News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Florence Joshua. Justice Sanusi Adoma Aji of Kano State High Court, sitting at Mila Road, Bompai, has found Kwandong Zhen, a Chinese national, guilty of killing his girlfriend, Ummik Ulsum Sani Buhari Umita. Zhen had invaded the residence of Umita in September 2022 and stabbed her to death during an argument. He had fled the scene but was subsequently arrested by the police and arraigned. During his cross-examination in court, he said Umita broke his heart by getting married to another person as he had plans of settling down with her. Jen added that when they started preparation for their wedding, he bought her a wedding dress worth 1.5 million naira, sweets and other dresses they will wear on their wedding day, and a shobi for her friends and 700,000 naira new notes for spraying on the wedding day. He said Umita deceived him and got married to another person, but continued to request money from him, and there was a time she came to Kano, she made sure they met. Jen said he bought her house worth 4 million naira, a car worth 10 million naira, 18 million naira as capital to start business, and spent 500,000 naira worth of bags and shoes on her new shop, and 1 million naira worth of laces and wrappers and a house in Abuja, which she started building. He added that he brought her gold wares worth 5 million naira and 6 million naira to go and process her certificate at Sokoto University and 1 million naira to install the solar system in their house. This Tuesday, the judge convicted Jen and sentenced him to death. The president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollas, has debunked claims that Nollywood veteran Zach Orji has passed away. Rollas took to his official Instagram page this Tuesday, March 26, 2024, to warn the public to stay clear of those spreading misinformation regarding the actor. In December 2023, the news of the actor's poor state of health became public, thus causing his fans to fret. On 31st, Orji slumped in his toilet at home and was rushed to the hospital and was soon after admitted into the intensive care unit for further treatment. According to reports at the time, he was unable to talk and work and was in critical condition. Fans were soon thrown into a state of worry after a video surfaced showing the ailing actor on a hospital bed while in recovery. He was visited by the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, alongside the wife of the Vice President, Hajiya Nana Shettima. She was accompanied by the Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Uji Kennedy, the wife of the Minister of Works, Rachel Umahi, and the wife of the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, and other women. In January 2024, Nigerians heaved a sigh of relief after reports stated that Orji was in recovery at a private hospital in Abuja after undergoing brain surgery. Meanwhile, Nollywood veteran actress Rita Edochie has called on Nigerians to stop questioning the death of Nollywood movie stars, saying, "Death is only a displeasing call of nature that comes knocking and cannot be avoided." The renowned actress, who took to her Instagram page at Rita Edochie to frown out questions like, "What is happening in Nollywood?" said, "Death is inevitable. It knocks at everyone's door, not just actors alone." According to her, celebrities are humans as well. The same way other people in different walks of life die, that is the same way celebrities die too. She added that people easily react to news of the death of celebrities, either positively or negatively, due to their popularity, following the impact they have made in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, the actress Morning Mugwa, who died on Sunday, March 24, after a prolonged illness at the age of 62, said the veteran actor tried his best to leave, but when it was time for him to go, nothing could stop him. Kaduna-based Islamic cleric Ahmed Gumi says he had a fruitful discussion with Nigerian security agents who invited him over security issues. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, had on Monday told reporters at the State House Abuja that Gumi had been invited by the security agencies. Gumi, after honoring the invitation of the security agencies on Monday, said in a statement on his Facebook page that he is not above the law, but only the innocents are above the law. Gumi has been critical of the security agency handling of banditry activities in the northwest. He had offered to lead a dialogue between bandits and the federal government. Gumi has also criticized the Nigerian government's publication of the names of persons it indicted as terrorism financiers. Last Wednesday, the Nigerian government named one Gumi's allies, Tukur Mamu, alongside 14 others as terrorist financiers. The Edo State chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Tony Aziegbemi, has been released after being kidnapped by a gang of gunmen near his home in Benin City. He was set free by his abductors in the early hours of Tuesday. Aziegbemi returned to his Benin City residence around 3 a.m. The special advisor for media projects to the Edo State governor, Kuso Osage, confirmed the release in a telephone conversation. The former member of the House of Representatives represented the Asian Northeast, Asian Southeast Federal Constituency of Edo State. Welcome back. It's been 17 years since the United Nations declared March 25 as International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and Transatlantic Slave Trade, to honor and remember those who suffered and died as a consequence of the transatlantic slave trade, which has been called the worst violation of human rights in history, in which more than 15 million men, women and children were victims. In an interview with Clearview News Desk, many Nigerians are of the opinion that Nigeria, although no longer bound by fiscal chains, but many are still very much under the control of our colonial masters till this very day. Let's now join correspondents for details.
The United Nations International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade is celebrated every year on March 25th to honor and remember those who suffered and died as a consequence of the transatlantic slave trade, which has been called the worst violation of human rights, in which more than 15 million men, women and children were victims. The day also seeks to raise awareness on the dangers of racism and prejudice today. Slavery has existed in various forms throughout the history of Nigeria. The traditional slave trade in southern Nigeria preceded the arrival of European influence and continued locally long after the effective abolition of slavery in many other countries. With the arrival of the transatlantic slave trade, traditional slave traders in southeastern Nigeria became suppliers of slaves to European slave traders. Although local slavery was officially prohibited by the colonial British administration from the mid-1880s, they tactically permitted it to continue well into the 1930s, ending completely only in the 1940s. Although slavery is now illegal internationally and in Nigeria, many citizens are of the opinion that Nigeria may never be free from the chains of her colonial masters. In an interview with Clearview News Desk, some Abuja residents say Nigeria currently faces an era of modern-day slavery where the bulk of her socio-economic life as well as her natural resources still remain under the control of the West.
I don't think Nigeria is truly free, because if you talking about the modern day economy, you notice everybody's talking about dollar, everything keep rising because of dollar, and even dollar is now our currency. So a lot of things, a lot of challenges. The Boko Haram, the kidnapping and everything. You hear people saying it's aided by foreign countries and all of that. So I don't think we are truly. They dominate our mineral resources, our crude oils and all these things. They take our foreign crude oil abroad to refine and bring back. So a lot of things are happening in Africa that are true indications that we are not truly free.
Depends on your definition of freedom, because from where we are right now, and where we are coming from. It's a long way, but I don't think any real Nigerian that doesn't have money is actually quite free, because poverty is something that is weaponized in our country and within the regions of Africa, and it's something that you see on a daily basis, that you see the difference between the lower class and the high class, because currently the middle class has been destroyed and the gap has even been more extended. Now our colonial masters are still practically our rulers. We mostly do to their bidding. If any of our colonial masters will come today and say, okay, this is what we want, Nigeria is going to give it to them, because we are indebted to them for life.
We are not totally free, because if I could be needing to run out of my country because things are not well, the economy is not good, it's not favoring us, you understand? That means we are not free.
For me, we are not still free, because the way the Nigeria government treat the citizen is very, very bad. Because here in Nigeria now, we are backward. No good road, no electricity, different hardship and different wherever. Even the Senate, they are affecting themselves because they are misusing our money, wasting our money for unnecessary things. So for me, we in Nigeria are not still free for slavery.
They, however, noted that Nigeria can only remain as a sovereign state if the government rises up to its responsibilities to the citizens.
It all boils down to our leadership. The leader must understand that they are in charge of power and then rule us truly, not depending on other foreign countries for us to strive well. We have everything. God has endowed us with everything we needed to be a great nation.
Currently in the country, there is only one particular place in the whole of Nigeria where their democracy is actually truly free, which is in Kano State, where the people vote based on ideology and they act based on what they believe, not based on money or political power that they have. So I think if we can all exhibit such, and we can come together as one, we can definitely make headway.
The only way for the citizen for us to be free is for us to choose our best leader. It's not using racism or religions or tribalism, all those kind of stuff. Let us like someone that have vision for us, not someone that will just come and misuse us, wasting our money on unnecessary stuff.
We at Clearview News Desk throw the question to our viewers at home. Do you think Nigeria is truly a free and independent state? Your guess is good as mine. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.
You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online.